Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Independent Unity Entertainment channel. I'm here to react to another video for you today. Today's video is by none other than, of course, Tom MacDonald. And today we have a video called Sheeple. As we know, Tom has always been into telling it like it is. So, Sheeple, let's see what that's about. I'm gonna Superman myself out. HangOverGang, what's up? Alright, you guys ready? Let's go ahead and hop into this. This is Tom MacDonald, Sheeple.
Humans been controlled since the day that they were civilized. The truth has been so heavily politicized.
Already out the gate, the truth has been so heavily politicized. Yes. Let's go back. Let's start with that again.
Humans been controlled since the day that they were civilized. The truth has been so heavily politicized. If you don't know who's controlling you and killing all the little guys, find out who you're not allowed to criticize.
If you want to know who's controlling everybody, find out who you can't criticize. It's a good point. I mean, you criticize the president, you get denounced. You criticize any member of Congress, you get in trouble. You criticize any high-level banker, you get in trouble. You criticize anybody with any kind of power, you get in trouble. I mean, look overseas. You criticize certain leaders, you might not even wake up the next day. Wow. Tom MacDonald is so on point. I want to say woke. Like the real one.
Black folks who were never ever actual slaves, fighting with white folks who ain't actual Nazis, controlled by rich folks who use the news to make hate, while elite folks control all the political parties.
While elite folks control all the political parties. How long have these people been in power? Look on both sides, Republicans and Democrats. The people in power, the majority leaders in the House and Senate. How long have these people been in power? And we all think that, oh, this person believes this, but this person believes this. If they're conservative, they're this. No, 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 no. These people are all friends. When the sessions are over and the cameras are out of the way, these people are friends, guys. They're not in it for you. Let's go back here.
Controlled by rich folks who use the news to make hate, while elite folks control all the political parties. It's a big lie, trying to make you pick sides, trying to make you burn the cities down and kill each other. They got sick minds.
He's referring to, I believe, the BLM protests.
Trying to make you pick sides, trying to make you burn the cities down and kill each other. They got sick minds, big lies, deep on the police so that there's big crime. To take away our freedom, to restore order, they let die. Play with people, turn men into women, make the counterculture mainstream to mix up the system.
Turn men into women, yeah. Flip it. It's to make counterculture mainstream.
The pronouns of gender is a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities with millions.
So right there he's saying if there's a spectrum when it comes to genders, there should be a spectrum when it comes to classism as well, because everybody thinks white people have privilege. And to be fair, there are some white people with privilege. The ones that are rich, guys. Let's just be real here. There is no privilege in this country unless you have this. If you don't have this, you are not privileged. And I would beg anyone to please argue the opposite. The comments are open down below. I love discussion, so let's talk about it.
They starve you with a lack of information and only give you facts through a branded corporation. Distort your worldview with an algorithm that changes based on propaganda curated for your engagement.
He just said it right there too. Based on propaganda curated for your engagement. What is YouTube? The algorithm? AKA your audience, the algorithm. YouTube pushes the algorithm the way they want it to go. Why do you think some of these reactors who have hit 1 million subscribers are now reacting to scary stuff and ghost stories? Because they're afraid to react to music because they don't want to get a copyright strike. I'm just telling you guys out there that don't understand how YouTube works. Like, if you wonder why your favorite reactors went from reacting to music to now just doing like comedy videos and ghost stories, or maybe even reacting to political stuff, it's because they're afraid to get. But there's also a niche in it too, you know, for the political thing. But, and you know, and to each their own. I mean, more power, you know. I mean, do you, boo-boo?
We can't be free, can't have no no peace till we're on the same team. But y'all are sheep. Blue to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Oh, my sheep. Nothing's what it seems.
He said, what do y'all believe? So he's throwing out there, stop listening to what everybody else believes. What do you believe? Don't let anyone else tell you what to believe. I think that was the message he was trying to convey there. And the chorus, by the way, another great banger, and it really sums the song up very well, so another good job on that, Tom.
Hollywood been writing your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, fleet, bet, cap, they trying to dumb you down.
I'll be honest, when I first heard somebody say no cap, I was like, what? I mean, like, they don't have like a cat, like a hat on, or they don't have a head. It's like they got their cat peeled back. No, it's like, no, it means no lie. I was like, oh, well, why don't you just say no lie? I mean, you know, it's just a thing. It's not a big deal.
Endorse whatever narrative is popular to shout, and use minorities in movies for diversity clout.
I'm not even gonna go there, but you guys saw it.
Two sides on the spectrum, but ain't none of them honest. Took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage.
I like that as a double entendre with the Matrix, but he's also mentioning like political parties, like the red pill, the blue pill, Republican, Democrat, they're both in the garbage. You know, yeah. Matrix, red pill, blue pill, reality, not reality. Yeah, I like that.
And woke used to mean you understood you're a target, and now it's having two good legs and never taking a step forward. If you agree, it's free speech. Disagree, it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream. Trump supporters labeled as the racist, but that can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery.
Okay, look, I'm gonna have to say something here, because look, you know, I'm HangOverGang for life. Everybody knows that, but like, I don't agree with Tom on everything, and this is one part right here where he talks about Lincoln was Republican and he's who ended slavery. Well, true, but you have to understand that Trump is not Abraham Lincoln either. They're two different people and two different time periods, so we have to keep that in mind as well. But I understand what he's trying to say, and yeah, went well with the flow. So either way, good job, homie.
Science been politicized, it's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which side you believe. But you'll never cure a sickness till you cure the greed. Because the problem with our natural immunity is it's free. Society is broken, want you locked inside a cubicle. Addicted to pornography, liquor, and pharmaceuticals. Tell you that you're fat and poor and you were never beautiful. Then tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral.
Yep. How many times has that happened? Oh no, Nipsey Hussle passed away. Oh, let's all go soak up his music. Oh, Nate Dogg died. Let's go soak up his music. Oh, Tupac died. Let's all go soak. This happens every time somebody dies. Their music sales go through the roof. And you guys wonder why these major labels love it when their artists are getting high, getting drunk, being irresponsible with themselves. Because they know when they die, they're going to get all of that money and they're gone. That's why when I talk about these deals and labels, man, be careful with that stuff, because they don't have the best interest in, like 99% of the time they don't. Anyways, sorry, I'm ranting.
We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team. But y'all are sheep, glued to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Oh, my sheep. Nothing's what it seems. If they can't convince you, they confuse you. They want you dumb and dead. They divided you by race, religion, income, and sex. Made everybody right and left. The hatred got so intense. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head.
It's funny, but it's true. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head. And it's so true. I've seen this happen in government. Like, one side would want to do something, and the other side, even though they agree with it, just because the other side wants to do it, they're like, well, we don't want that now. It's just so petty. It's just petty. Like, what are these children in here? Like, these people are supposed to be elected officials that represent the citizens of our country. What the
And the conspiracy theories labeled as misinformation is just a terrifying truth that scares the hell out the nation. The system treating you like trash and you got rifles to aim with. Just imagine how they'll treat you when your guns get confiscated. George Orwell, 1984 was his last lecture. George called them thought police, now we call them fact checkers.
He called them thought police, now we call them fact checkers. That's a good point. How do you know every time somebody fact checks something that it's actually true? Because they say it's a fact check. How do you know that? Were you there? Or I mean, how do you know? And that's another problem we're running into in society these days, is having the issue of, who do we know is telling the truth when it comes to our news and our information? Like, how do we know it's true unless you were there? Like, it's getting crazy, and then you've got people doing these deep fake things, and it's just like, you have no idea if it's real. Anyways.
Government surveillance trying to catch you, they don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors. The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. They say if we ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence completely classified.
Yeah, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, there ain't nothing to hide. Yeah, well, okay, well then why are your documents redacted then? Huh? What are you hiding? You can hide stuff, but we can't. This reminds me of another Tom song, Snowflake. Where in Snowflake he says something along the lines of, you know, if you're a politician, or if you lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. But if we lie to you, you put us in prison. Yeah, it's a little double standard.
They don't teach you rights in school, you never learn them at all. Because they're easy to remove if you don't know what they are.
Yep.
The only people you can rule are the criminal ones. So they force you into corners till you're breaking the law.
He put the nail on the head right there. So, see, people that want to change the system for the better, they either disappear or they're cornered into making a decision that's going to make them end up in jail. And this is done purposely. And anyone can sit there and argue it's not, but come on, it is. We all know the FBI has tabs on everybody that they deem a threat to any kind of order that they establish, whether it be like Black Panthers or whatnot. They're always going to look at something and find something, and they're going to incriminate someone somehow because they see them as a problem. And they're going to do it with everything. And look, this may or may not be true, but this is my thoughts on the BLM stuff. That I think that it, in the beginning, it did start out as what it was supposed to be meant for. But then the government got their hands into it. And once that happened, then the politicians started getting their hands into it. And when that happened, the whole thing, I mean, it started as a good idea, but what happened physically that transpired was terrible.
We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Blue screen's just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Oh, my sheep. Nothing's what it seems.
Nice. Video by Nova Rockefeller and Jared Potter. Let's go ahead and let that finish out there.
I'm just going to click random.
All right, guys. Well, that was Sheeple by Tom MacDonald. Government's crazy, man. People are crazy. All right, guys. Take it easy. Peace. Phone ringing.